Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Old Time Rock and Roll. I'm your host, David Tare, where I've been featuring my personal top 3,000 songs of the rock era from 1954 to 1999. Today, I'm up to song number 2951, which is Tragedy by the Bee Gees. This was released off of their 1979 album called Spirits Having Flown, which, as you can see, looks exactly like the single. Um, this was their following album, following their big success with Saturday Night Fever. I'm sure you guys have all heard of that one. It was one of the most popular albums of the decade, and it was kind of the album that ushered in it didn't usher in the disco era, but it was kind of the height of the disco era. And Saturday Night Fever had, I think, six songs by the Bee Gees, generated three new ones, and it had three previous ones on it. And, that was the height of the disco era. Everybody loved that album, and everybody was really into disco, I'd say in 78 mostly. And then by 79, I think the disco craze had kind of worn off. I mean, I remember when I was in high school and everybody started saying disco sucks. I mean, everybody was really, I think just kind of OD'd on disco. It was popular. I remember when I was in high school. I was in high school in the late 70s, and they used to play a lot of disco at a lot of the dances I went to, 77, 78. Nobody seemed to have a problem with it then, but then by 79, people just were really sick of it, and people started saying disco sucks. And the Bee Gees, those are albums. Spirits Having Flown. It had three number one songs on the album. I guess disco was still really popular nationwide, although I think we'd had way too much of it. And I guess I already featured Too Much Heaven. That was their first hit off this album. I think that was number 2975, not too far from this one. I wasn't crazy about that song. I guess this one I liked a little bit better. Maybe I put this one a little too low. I don't know. I mean, there were some kids in my high school that liked the song Tragedy. I remember even one girl I knew said she thought it was the best song she'd heard by the Bee Gees, which really surprised me because, it just seemed like everybody was in love with their songs from Saturday Night Fever. And it was kind of a unique song. I mean, it was a fast disco song, unlike Too Much Heaven, which was more of a ballad. And, I mean, I guess they're just singing about, just tragic events in their lives. And they even have a sound of a thunderclap indicating, I guess, the advent of tragedy in their life. And so it wasn't such a bad song, but yeah, I guess the reason I rated it so low on my list is because, like I said, I think we'd had enough disco by then. And I don't think the Bee Gees needed to make another disco album. They probably should have tried something else. But anyway, that's my profile on Tragedy by the Bee Gees. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.